Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker bringing to you this week's tarot reading from the May 24th through the 31st. We also, before I get started, I have my angel cards here, and it seems to be a very popular thing that I started, so I'm going to start and continue pulling a couple cards at the end. I also want to let you know that we have a full moon on the 31st, which is also Memorial Day. And it's in Gemini. And, these will highlight our emotional issues that we're going through. We may have sudden breakthroughs regarding a relationship or a career path. We may be seeking the truth in some kind of matter. Is it us? Why didn't I get that job? Or why didn't such and such come through for me? And it could be that you have been thinking negative, or somebody's trying to pull you down into that negative thinking because they don't want you to, move ahead or get ahead more than them, and they're doing everything in their power to put roadblocks in your way. So what we have to do is to learn not to try to think of those things while we're going ahead and and just be on a positive path. If people want to bring you down, let them. You don't have to pay attention to it. And you just go on with your life and do the best that you can. So for this week, let's think positive. Let's bring forth some prosperity as we go along this week. And it is last week's reading was pretty positive, and I don't know about you, but I got a couple of blessings, and I think I said blessings are coming to us. So I had a couple. So I thought, oh, pretty good, girl. You're spot on this week. So this week, even though it's a holiday week, and maybe some of you will be going on trips or something like that, some of you might be doing some holiday socializing and things like that. So just be careful. This is a holiday, and strange things seem to happen on holidays, just to make a point or for effect or whatever. So let's just be due diligent on the places that we go. Keep an eye out, protect your friends and your loved ones who may be going with you, okay? So that's just the mother bear in me, always wanting to protect people. So let's take a look here. Let's see, a couple more cards here. How has your week been going so far? Mine, I've been working on a special project, and it's been taking a lot of my time. So that is why I've been busy with that, and I wanted to get it done, and I can see now it's going to take me 3 more weeks to get it done. Well, that's the nature of the beast, and I'm loving it. I loved doing what I do on these special projects, and I just need to quit answering the phone when friends want to go out or do something, and I'm like, I'm working. So I don't know about you if you've gone through that yourself, but that's what I've been doing this week. Plus I haven't been able to sleep very well. I don't know about y'all, but I've been waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight, 3, and I'm like, what's this? And I've been having also some weird dreams too. Old people, old friends, people, things like that, wanting to come back into my life, and I'm like, no, in my dreams, which I think I've warned you all before about those. So let's take, and I don't know, I just, I'm a firm believer, the past is the past, leave it alone, and just move forward. I'm that kind of person. So let's get started, shall we? Our first card this week is time to go. Now that could be time to go in a job that you've been at for a while, and you're like, this is not for me. I need something more intriguing, more interesting, more creative, that type of thing. Or maybe time to go, maybe you need to find a new apartment because where you're at, you're not getting any opportunities whatsoever. Or it could be time to go, meaning a relationship which you tried to make work, but you can see it doesn't have any long-term, oomph to it. It doesn't have that je ne sais quoi quality, and you think, well, I want that, I need that, excitement. I need somebody who has the same, you know, ideological, things that I want in my entire life, for the rest of my life. And so those are the things that you need to change. But you've been feeling it anyway. You've been getting those intuitive hits, in your mind, and you've been looking and writing things down, saying, I need to look this up and see if that, those apartments are ready, or that new housing project that's, 5 miles down the road. You may go just to look at it to see if you can afford it, and is it what you really want to do to put your roots down in? So you have to always do your research, always make sure that what you're going for is right for you. Now, here's the next card. It says, come to the edge. Just like this other one. Time to go. It's time to take a chance on something. Time to, put that one foot off the edge, as you have one foot on reality and one foot on, what you really want to do or what you want to purchase this week, because it is a holiday and there's lots of sales going on. But you have to make sure that, whatever you buy or purchase, you have to pay back. So think about that first. Ooh, do I really need it right now? Can I wait a couple months? Can I wait another month? Even. So, you have to be a little bit realistic these days, because you never know what, and I say this in a generic term, you never know what the world is going to do or things that are going to happen, and you may need that money a little later down the road. So just be careful of what you're going to jump into, and always do your research. Now, co-create. Here we go. Somebody might want to contact you and ask you to join a group, a co-creating group. They're working on a special project, and it could be a new app that they're working on, and they need one person to do the graphics, one person to do the coding, and one person to do the wireframe design aspect of it. So, or somebody is wanting you to join their business and help them lift up their business. But if you're independent sort, you might say, well, I'll be a 1099. I will help you, but I have my own business going on. So that kind of thing. So don't immediately, if you get one of these, it may be an email, it may be a phone call, or even a letter from an old friend or something that you haven't seen for a while. Just be careful what you sign up for and who you're co-creating with. Do you trust this person to make it right on your side, or are they just giving you a bunch of BS, that kind of thing? It is the holiday, and that's when everybody comes out and wants you to buy their products, and they want you to join in this or do this, but you're just too smart for this. You have to pay attention and really think about it before you respond. The fates. Now this week, we also, with the full moon coming up at the end of the month, the fates are here, and what it's meaning is, you better be careful. Like I said, on the rest of these decisions here, you better be careful of what you're creating and making do. So the fates are here. It may be a good thing that you're on your own and doing your own thing, or it may be better at this time to establish a somebody that you can build a business with, someone you trust, someone that you rely on, that will come and be there for you at any aspect of the job or any aspect of the creation that you both are creating together. So the fates meaning, be careful of what you ask for. You may get it, and then you may, after a few weeks, you go, oh man, I made a big mistake. So when the fates are at work here, you have to be cautious and make sure that what you're paying for or applying for or whatever is exactly what you want. And research only can answer those things for you. Now, the yin, okay, it is a time for that, go with the flow, the yin and the yin and yang of things, how that 8 goes around and around. So, you want to not be feisty or edgy or anything like that. You want to go with the flow, see what happens, try not to make any decisions this week because of the full moon, and plus it is a holiday. But if you have to make a decision, do your research first. Make sure that the company that you're paying for to help you set up something, maybe, or the person that you are going out on a date, because somebody may contact you this week and want to spend some time with you. Make sure their intentions are reliable, that they don't want the smexual kind of stuff, date, that you're there to just have coffee, or maybe an ice cream date, or maybe a luncheon date. Those kind of things are cool this week. But I wouldn't get married either this week with so much going on. And the energies lately haven't been the most perfect, and they've been odd and strange. It's like aliens are evading our our thought patterns. I'm joking, of course, but just this is a week to just go with the flow and make sure that what you're wanting to do in June is the right thing. Okay, so there's no reason you have to jump into anything unless it is one of those Memorial Day sales, and the discount is maybe 10 or 20%, and you have to make up your mind now or lose that discount. So it's totally up to you. That's called free will. Now, here's the next card, the Thinker. Now, see this guy? I'm going to try to bring this up closer. See this person thinking, and they're taking their time, they're mulling things over, and all the stars are up here in the clouds, but it's your mind. You're going over things, you're mulling over things. You might have, this last week, had a disappointment of something, and you didn't get what you wanted, or the place that you wanted them to go on sale, they didn't. They decided not to put any Memorial Day sales up, and you're kind of pissed because you were looking forward to that. Or maybe you didn't win the lottery, or maybe you didn't win a contest that you entered. And it's not that you won't win anything, it's just not now. So you just have to realize, okay, this is not my time. It's not my time what I want. It's in divine timing. So you just have to ask the Lord, and as anybody knows me, I'm a woman of faith. Just ask the Lord to show you, to guide you to the right people, places, and things. And this is what you need, They like it when you talk to them. And the angels I'm talking to, your guardian angels, we each have at least one or two. So just think about, ask the universe what you need and what you're looking for, and just let synchronicities come to play, okay? And besides, this is only, a week. Well, it's 8 days because I included the 31st, but and it flies by, doesn't it? The whole these weeks flies by. Now, see, here's the card that we all need to do this week is breathe. Maybe you're having trouble paying your rent, or maybe the bills are stocked up on you, and you forgot about a bill that you need to pay, and you got a late fee or something like that. Breathe. You can resolve any kind of problem if you don't get overwhelmed, if you don't get stressed out. Breathe, allow the answers to come to you. Ask for signs and synchronicities to help you on your journey. And see the angel wings here, and the person in the middle, meditating because she crossed her legs. So just breathe, meditate a couple of days this week, and eat right. Bananas, apples, any kind of fruit. Put that in your food. Make a fruit salad this week. I mean, perfect time for a picnic. It's Memorial Day. So, eat a little bit better. Stop the cookies that are filled with sugar. I'm guilty of that. This week I bought me a bag of cookies, and I'm like, oh, I was out like a light, because sugar and me, we just don't get along that well. But I did get a good nap through it, because I've been having a trouble, sleeping. But anyway, it's breathing. And I look at this card and I think, yep, that's perfect for me this week. I need this. All right. And our last card, ooh, look at that. We end the week on the 31st of May, which is the end of the month, actually, a happy card. I love this. This is a good ending to all of do we jump off and do what we want to do or what we should do, to thinking about it because we know that the fates are at play here, to, going with the flow, think about what you're doing, think about, breathe, and then we come up with happy, happy. Perfect ending for the month of May. You may actually, by the end of the week, get exactly what you've been looking for. So with all of this preparation, you've got something to look forward to. You may get that call for that job interview. The first, you may get the call on this week, but you don't go in for the interview until June, the first part of June. Or you may get a call for somebody may buy one of your products or something like that, which will bring a smile on your face, and you get started on it. So it's the key. See the key in there? Happy, happy. So let's all concentrate on that. That's perfect. Okay. So like I said, and see these are from gosh, what's her name? Doreen Virtue, and she is a national, world-renowned tarot card reader back in the day. And so I have these cards, and let's think positive about the kind of angel cards we want to pull this week, and just get one or two here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's 4. Well, I guess we'll take them because they came. Well, no, it's 5. My Lord Jesus, look at that. Okay. Let's see. Let's do it this way. 2 of water. Okay. 2 of water is a relationship, maybe a stormy relationship, and maybe that's why you're having to think whether you should continue or not. But just, be on, pay attention to your own wishes and dreams at this time. And if somebody can't understand why you're too busy to go out on a date or too busy to go to a party that they want you to go to, maybe you need to think about the kind of people you're hanging around to. And also, this could be emotional, because if you didn't get a job or things didn't work out the way you wanted to, it's time to, release it. Cry if you have to, pound your pillows if you have to, but just release it so it doesn't build up stress into your body. Now the next card here is the Hermit. So maybe this week you're going to be taking some time for yourself, like I said on the other cards, to think. This really is a good card with the breathe, the thinker. Okay, so this week, you may just be guided to do some meditation, to ground yourself, to pray maybe, and just ask Archangel Raziel what you need, and ask for guidance. Make it the right guidance for you. You want to always do things according to Spirit and the angels and what they want you to realize and do. Okay, and it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Our next one, this is a perfect card. This is the World. This is an excellent Archangel Michael card, protection. His shield and sword of protection is protecting you this week. They want you to think. They want you to meditate. They really want you to meditate. I can feel this from the cards now as I read them. And then if you do follow through with the meditation and grounding yourself and asking for what you need and want, but you will accept whatever the angels and God and Jesus will provide for you, you're on the right path, okay? So let me read what it says here. A job well done, okay? The path ahead is enlightenment, okay? So if you meditate and just allow the Spirit, see that, that infinity sign again, like I explained on the other cards. So this actually coincides with the rest of the reading. That's perfect. I love it. And so the next card, 6 of Fire. Okay. Valerie card. Okay, good news is on its way. Look at that. Public recognition and awards. My gosh, 6 of Fire. We all could use that, can't we? Oops, let's see. So the glare the windows are giving. That's perfect. along with the other cards. This is really going to be, even though it might be slow in the beginning and you have to think about things, it's really going to pick up really quick and end. This month will end on a good note. I can feel it already. So this is good. Happy news, happy, happy. I'm going to put that on the happy, happy there. And the last card we have for this week's reading is the Nine of Earth, okay? It's, what is it? Spending time alone, getting all your wishes and desires and dreams on paper, or manifesting it. Maybe you're going to write a song for somebody. Maybe you're practicing your guitar, or you're learning what is a piano. God, I would love to learn the piano, or even the drums. I really would love. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was play the drums, but my mother would not. Women don't do that, that kind of thing. But I still enjoy anybody else who can play the drums. So this is, like the butterfly effect, lots of flowers. Maybe you should get out to nature and take a nice long walk. Maybe grab a friend and you go to a juice joint and you get your juices, and then you start your walk or your little hike wherever you need to go, and have a good conversation with your friend. What a way to end this week. I mean, it's perfect, really. We just start out with some thinking and some, before we do jumping off and buying, going beyond our budgets to buy something. The fates are at will here. But if you realize that maybe you can wait a couple months for a certain item, maybe, or maybe you'll wait for a better time to do something, everything will work out. It doesn't mean that you won't get to do it this week. I'm just saying, from all the other thinking cards and breathing cards, maybe you're under a lot of stress. And maybe you're thinking, gosh, if what I'm going after is not for me, where do I go from here? Those kind of things. But I'm telling you that dream that you have deep inside of you, that you've been working in silent on, it is for you. I want you to continue to do the process, whether it's, if you're going to school, if you're creating a business, or whatever it is. If you want that relationship, you want to get pregnant, or you want to get married, whatever it is, it will come to you in divine timing. This I've learned over many years. So I just want you to know that, and you do get it, not on your time, on divine's time. So with that, I'm going to leave you. And if you did like this video, please subscribe and like. It really does help me. And I'm not going to go into spiel of, if you want readings, you know where to look for those. I'm here actually working on a project this week. So if you need a quick reading, I'm here. Just contact me via the email that's in the description box below, and I will get started for you. So with that, have a great week. Until next time, this is 3333 Lightworker.